In today's video, I'm gonna show you my exact playbook for how to make millions of dollars in this run. And that might sound crazy, especially if you're starting off small, but in the last video, I showed you how I took a $10,000 wallet and in 1 week, brought it all the way up to $120,000. And since that video, it's continued to grow. We're nearly at 200 grand in less than 2 weeks, which is insane. And I tell you that not to brag, but to tell you that this is possible. Even if you're starting with $500, with $1,000, it's all about stacking a lot of small wins. It's not about just making it, it's about leaving with it. I had so many friends on this last Trump rally make hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars, only to a week later now have lost most, if not all of it. And let me tell you, the only thing worse than not making $1 million is making $1 million and then losing $1 million. That's absolutely devastating. So we have to know not only how to make these gains, but how to make smart choices when we do get those wins, how to stack them into other projects that are gonna win and multiply that stack without risking going back to zero or round tripping those profits. So today I'm walking you through my 7 steps, the exact things that I'm doing. And if you're new to this channel, my name's Matt, and this is Idiot Genius, the channel where I help navigate the crypto space and make a lot of money this cycle. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to turn on notifications, and let's get into the first one. So the first one is we have to understand where we are in the market cycle. Now, at this point, it might look on some of these days where we're down 20 or 30% like, oh my gosh, the market is gonna crash, right? And one of the biggest mistakes you can make is reacting to the short-term moves in the crypto market. You need to understand that crypto generally runs in around 4-year cycles, with these 2-year bear cycles where literally nothing is going up and it's just dead, right? We had that from 2022 till about 2023 to 2024, really, right? It's just dead. And then we start to get a little momentum. And now we're in this sort of accumulation phase where people that made it through the bear market are still holding their positions. They're buying in even more. We're starting to see the markets pump, but we haven't got to that retail euphoria yet, right? We're starting to hear normal people, my dad, my friends at the park that don't do crypto, ask questions about crypto, but they're not really in it yet. And if you remember 2021, 2022, everyone and their mother was talking about, where do I buy Bitcoin? What's this Doge, right? It was absolutely insanity, euphoria. That usually signals that the market might be coming to a top and be about to crash back down in one of those bear markets. And while very few people predicted that top, we thought it was gonna go much higher. Looking back, there were those signs. At this point in time, we are nowhere near that level of euphoria and nowhere near that level of attention and retail buying yet on crypto. So I personally believe that we're still about in the middle of the cycle. We have a lot of room to grow, and knowing that helps me stay calm whenever we do see these 20, 30, even 40 and 50% corrections. Now, one caveat to that, certain projects will correct and not come back. They will continue to correct until they go all the way down to zero or close to it, right? What are the projects that are gonna stick around? Well, it's mostly the major projects that have real revenue, real employees, real infrastructure, right? The chains, things like Solana, things like Ethereum, things like Avalanche. These are real companies, real projects. They've been here for more than 1-2 cycles. Some of them are almost 10 years old, right? They're legitimate. So the chances of them going below 50% down from here is pretty low, right? I think you might see 20 to 30% corrections, but more than likely, if the market continues to move forward, Bitcoin stays even sideways, doesn't even have to go up, just even sideways, these projects are gonna continue to push up and we're gonna see good gains here. It's not where you're gonna get your 10Xs, your 100Xs, but you will continue to ride up as the market moves forward. Okay, so number 2, now that you understand where we are in the market cycle, it's so important to find the right narrative. For instance, Ethereum has not done anything the past month. It's been struggling and my Ethereum bags are down bad. Now, I'm not stressing because ETH always has its day. It will find a way back. And I've been seeing that Trump's new project, as well as some big whales, have been scooping up huge amounts of Ethereum. So they're building large positions for a reason. I don't know exactly what that reason is yet. I think we could get some announcement that the government is getting into Ethereum in some type of way. Now, what has been going absolutely insane, and what my last video was all about, is trading on Solana. And why has it been going so crazy? Well, it's because Trump and the Melania meme coins on Solana, and so many of my friends that were trading Ethereum, that were trading these other coins, said, hey, how do I transfer all my money to Solana so I can buy Trump coin, right? Trump coin goes up, it goes down, doesn't really matter what it does. The point is that all of that money that was being traded on Ethereum has now moved over. So you as a trader have to skate where the puck is going, not where the puck is at, right? So when we see all that money moving over to Solana, you need to know that the money is gonna stay there. What coins are undervalued? What are people gonna do once they sell their Trump token and they're in this huge profit? Are they gonna move their money back to Ethereum? Probably not, because there's no momentum there. They're gonna look for other things to invest in on Solana. And that's how I made huge gains in the last couple weeks, right? Trump and Melania popped off. What's next? Oh, there's a Baron meme coin. Is it official? We don't know. It's pumping because people are suspecting it's official. I sell and get out, and then they realize, oh, it's not official, or maybe I don't know, right? And then it starts to dip and it slowly declines. So you have to be smart with these. You got to get in and out. A lot of these projects on Solana are not long-term holds. Some of them are not even legit. They're just spun up in a day. It goes crazy and then people dump, right? So this is not for the beginner trader. If you're a beginner trader, if you're newer to crypto, stay in Solana, stay in Ethereum, stay in the bigger coins until you really learn the market. But if you are an experienced trader and you're looking to get those quick wins, you have to skate where the puck is going. You have to get ahead of it. And right now, AI is the most popular narrative combined with meme coins. So AI agents, meme coins, Solana, anything in that nature is where I'm looking to play right now. Now, we also have to realize that narratives shift really quick. So while I am trading actively here, I'm still keeping an eye, right? I noticed that smart people are scooping up Ethereum. So I'm still holding my positions there. I'm not dumping any of my ETH coins to follow over here, right? Because I think that smart money is gonna flood back. So make sure you don't marry your bags or marry your favorite chain to invest on in this market. Things move really fast. And the last thing I'll say about this is there are a few new chains that are launching, like Abstract, like Barachain, like AVAX doing meme coins and AI now. So it's not even just between Ethereum and Solana. And I'm gonna continue to cover these types of things on this channel. If I see that, for instance, Abstract chain is getting a ton of mind share and people are flooding over there, I will let you guys know. This is also a really good time for me to mention that I can't always make YouTube videos. So make sure you follow my Twitter. The link is down below at Matt Stefanina, because I post a little bit more often there. All right, tip number 3 is you need to find smart groups to be a part of. Now, some people buy into paid groups. I can't really speak to many of those, but I do have a network now of really smart friends that are all researching like I am, keeping an eye on different Twitter accounts and news accounts and whale accounts, and we're tracking wallets and all this type of stuff, right? And this gives you a huge advantage in the space, because as one person, you can only research so much. There's no way you can keep an eye on every coin and every project that's going on. So a lot of people ask me like, hey, okay, I get it. Like, I want to be part of smart groups. How do I get there? Well, you have to contribute in some type of a way. So a really great place to start is on Twitter by posting tweets, threads about research you've done or projects you're interested in, or theses as to why you think something is going to do well. It's really good to tag the project. It's really good to tag other researchers or traders in the space that are in similar sectors. And if they see that you're adding value, they're gonna put you into group chats and into telegrams, right? Now, if you just don't have the time to do research or you don't have the knowledge yet, that's where paid groups can be really great. But I actually started a free telegram, which I will link below. It's completely free. And I'm putting my calls and my thoughts in there because I feel like it is really difficult when you're starting out in this space. And when I was starting out, I had a really hard time just knowing who to trust. And so on this channel, like in the last video, I tell you guys when I'm up, I'll also tell you guys when I lose money, and I'll tell you guys when I do a partnership with something and I'm getting tokens in exchange for talking about it. And I'll also tell you when I lose money, and if I'm invested in something or I'm partnered in something, I will let you guys know transparently, because so many people online in the crypto space do not tell you the truth, right? They only post their wins and they'll be like, I made $1 million on this coin, and you don't know that the next day they round tripped it back to zero, right? And so as a trader and as someone who's learning in this space, oftentimes you can get deceived into thinking that someone only ever wins and they're brilliant and everything they say comes true. And that's how a lot of people lose money. You need to realize that not everything you watch online is real. Not everything you see on Twitter, not every screenshot you see is even real, because now people are photoshopping and using AI to adjust their profits to look like they crushed a trade, right? To get people into their paid group and then into their calls that they're getting paid to call. And it's this whole thing, right? So it's really important if you're a new trader to know that that is out there. It exists. I'm not not doing this channel to make money. I have my other channel that has 14 million subscribers, and that's my main thing. But I'm really passionate about crypto. I'm trading every day. And so I want to share the knowledge that I've learned over the last 7 years now, because I've made a lot of mistakes with you guys. Okay, number 4 is when you gamble, gamble small. And when you have conviction, go in with size. This is something that I've been really working on in my trading, because trading is all about psychology, right? If you lose on a few trades that you thought they were good, but you knew it was a little bit of a gamble, and it goes down and you're like, oh man, I lost on that one, right? And that happens a few times in a row. You kind of get in a headspace where you're like, I don't know, is this gonna go up, right? And then maybe someone hits you with some alpha. They're like, hey, I know the team and they've got this partnership and I think this could really run. And you're like looking at it, wow, the branding's great. It makes a lot of sense. I think this is gonna be an insane project. That's the one that you need to put more size into, right? When there's real conviction, there's real facts, there's a real thesis. But sometimes if you have those losses, you can get in a headspace where you're like, well, I'm just gonna throw $100 in because I'm not sure, right? And then it ends up doing a 10x and you're like, why didn't I put in more? I knew that was gonna be a good one, right? But the flip side is also true, where you can have a couple wins. This is like my friends on Trump Coin, make a ton of money, they're crushing it. They're like, man, everything I touch goes up, I can't lose. So someone sends them a coin and they're like, bro, I think this is gonna run. And they throw 10 grand in because they're feeling so confident, and then boom, it goes to zero, right? So you need to look at each project individually, and you need to do a risk assessment and be real with yourself. Like, do I really think this could run? Does this really have all the boxes checked that make it a good coin that could take off? And if so, and you believe, go in a little bit bigger. But even if you're on a high and you feel like you can't lose and someone sends you a project, you also need to do it there and be like, wait a second, who sent me this? How well do I trust them? Did I look at the Twitter? Does the team seem legit? Like, you still need to do your own research, DYOR, right? No one is a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing you hear in this video is financial advice, just trying to help you guys, right? So you need to do your own research, and on those ones that you know, like, okay, Tom is a great dude, but he is kind of a gambler. So let me just throw in $100 to this one, knowing it's a little more risky, and save my liquidity for those ones that I feel more confident about. Number 5 is how I ran a wallet from 10K all the way up past 150K the last 2 weeks on video, showing you guys how I did it in my last video. And that is to stack small wins. I missed Trump, right? I mean, I got in, I 3-4x or whatever, but like, I missed the 60 to 80x opportunity that I could have had if I'd have dove in the second that I saw it. I missed it. But rather than try to revenge trade and take gambles that are unnecessary, I continued with my thesis. I'm gonna find the weak spots. I'm gonna find the next narrative. Oh, they're gonna go to Barron, his kid. Oh, liquidity is gonna flow back to these coins that were really great projects, but people sold out of them to buy Trump. Now they got their wins. They're gonna come back to the coins they had before, right? I continued to play it smart, play it a little bit safer, and just get 2x, 3x, 5x, take profits, take profits, take profits, put that into the next one, right? And I worked my way all the way up to a 10 to 15x now, right? You can do it in one coin. People are doing it every day in one coin. Taking $1,000, putting it in something, having conviction, and it shoots up to $100 million, and they make this insane profit, and they post it on Twitter, and everyone's like, you're the best trader, you're the GOAT, right? It does happen. It really does happen. But if you're playing the odds, that lottery ticket moment, that 100,000x moment is much less likely to come. And what's gonna work consistently in a market like this is taking those small wins. Now, if you believe in something, take out your initial and leave the rest in and let it ride. But after you get that 3x, especially if you're like 5 or 10x, at least take out your initial and a little bit of profit, because you really need that positive momentum and you need to build your stack. You can't full port, which means fully take your portfolio and just throw it into something. I mean, you can, but that's basically a roulette table, red or black, right? And the way that I'm playing this game, I think you have a much higher probability of leaving the markets this cycle with huge profits. Number 6 is really important for market psychology, and it's to have different wallets for different things. I have my ETH wallets that I'm putting into long-term holds, and I've talked about some of those coins on this channel. I'm not touching those. I'm not looking at those. I maybe check them once or twice a week just to see how things are doing, maybe rebalance stuff a little here and there, but I'm not trading on those wallets. Those are my, when the bull market hits, these coins are gonna go crazy picks, and I'm leaving them over there, right? Then I have my degenerate meme coin wallet, and that's the wallet that I've been been talking about on this channel recently. I put 10K into it and I'm like, if I lose this 10K, I'm okay with it. I hope I don't, but I'm okay with it, right? And I'm trading on there multiple times a day, getting tips from friends, doing my own research, buying in and out really quickly, trying to get those 2, 3, 5X's, and I've been building that wallet up. Now, I know that this wallet is sort of my risk on wallet. This is where I'm taking my gambles, I'm taking my shots, I'm investing into projects that I know will probably not be doing well in a month, 6 months for sure, maybe not even a week. These are ones that I'm getting in and out of, and that's the wallet that I check more regularly. Now, the reason it's important to separate these is because the psychology of having all your money pooled together can be very distracting. So your longer holds that you're just kind of like letting them go, if they go down, you're not stressing, you're not looking at it because you believe in the conviction for them to go back up. However, these Solana meme coins, if something goes down even 20%, I want to know about it because I want to see, why did it go down 20%? Do I think that it's going to bounce, or was there some FUD and it's the start of a dip, right? If I have all my money pooled together, that 20% dip on a coin that I only have $1,000 of, I'm not even going to notice it because it's all just grouped in, right? So I have my daily trading meme wallet, and that's what I tend to look at regularly. And then everything else that I believe in with conviction is separated. I let it ride. Now, number 7, the last one, is to know when to take profits. And hopefully we all have this problem, this cycle of knowing when to take profits. And everyone will say like, oh yeah, I just want to get to profits first. Like, yeah, I want to focus on making money before. You need to understand this. You need to really ingrain this in your brain now, because when you get profits, you are likely to not listen to this advice and round trip it. I've seen it so many times. I've done it myself. Anyone that's been in the markets for a while has round trip tokens, and it is the worst feeling. So this is the time to woosah, take a breath, ingrain this in your brain, because you are going to get gains, especially if you're following me on this channel. I'm going to do my best to get you guys there. Now, when do we take profits? How do we take profits? The first thing, like I mentioned, I'm not going for 100x. I'm going for 2x, 3x, 5x. If I really am early in something and I believe in it, maybe I'll shoot for an 8 or 10x. But even on the way to a 10x, at 3x, I probably took out my initial. At 5x, I probably took 10, 20% profit. At 7x, I probably took another 20% profit, right? So say I get to a 10x, I'm not getting to a 10x on my initial investment. I'm like, boop, doop, doop. And then maybe it dips back down. I still believe in it. I'll scoop a little bit more. Oh, it's going back up, take a little profits, right? That's how you want to trade these coins. Now, say you're like, okay, I'm going for a 3x on this. That doesn't mean if it gets to 3x, you have to sell 100% of your portfolio, but you need to reevaluate the data. Has anything changed? Has anything else come in? If no, and you're happy with your gains, get out. Like, you might paper hand it and not get the full up to the 2 million or whatever, but you are going to win by taking these small gains. You have to take profits. Now, what do you do with these profits? Do you just put it in a piggy bank and never look at it, never touch it again? No, for me right now, when I'm taking profits, I'm taking them into Solana. I'm taking them into Ethereum because I think that they're going to continue to go up. And so you're basically compounding your wins by putting them back into Sol. And yeah, some of the money that I take and I put in Sol, if I see a really good new project, sure, I'm going to reinvest some of it. But the goal is to keep the nest egg continuing to slowly grow. A little bit of profits, boom, a little bit of profits, boom, a little bit of profits, boom, 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 boom. And then when Solana 2x's or 3x's in this bull run, hopefully, that's when you really turn those wins into mega wins. What you need to understand is that this bull cycle, just like every other bull run so far, will likely come to an end. It might be 6 months, might be 12 months, might be 24 months. Maybe we get an extended bull and we get to continue to enjoy these gains, right? I personally don't think it'll be that long, but you know, one can hope. But the point is, these coins that you're buying right now, these AI agents, these random memes, they're probably going to go to zero, right? And even the big coins that you love, like we talked about, Solana, it's at $250 or something right now. It could go all the way back down to 30 bucks. Like, it is possible. Do I think it's likely? No. But we can't play this game of I'm just sitting in crypto forever. You do want to stack profits into Solana, into ETH, but you also want to make it a goal to eventually take some of that back into stables. And when you take things back into stables, right, that means like USDT, Tether, USDC, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're completely out of the markets. Maybe there's a big dip and there's a project that you really believe in and you want to get back in, right? Like, I'm not your financial advisor, I'm not your mom, I'm not your dad. Do what you want, but these are the tough lessons that I've learned over the last 7 years in crypto. And I really hope that this helps set you guys up for this run. If you're already using some of these strategies or you've been in the market for a couple cycles, this is a great reminder. I'm doing this video as much for myself as for you guys, right? Because I feel like the last run, I played it well. I definitely left more profitable than when I went in, but I left so much money on the table by not listening to my own advice that I'm giving you guys right now. So I'm gonna be taking it. I hope you take it along with me. If you wanna join the Telegram group, it's completely free. The link is down below. Come join the fam over there. Subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.